I need to check and make sure it's not in the stream. Advanced settings. We're gonna stick with the playbook that we know for now. We're not gonna go to nothing new yet. Yeah, not in a league game. Yeah, I will. There we go. Where them boys post this stream in the chat so I could get these stream points.
The sun is set in
That's
Chicago.
another thing I'm thinking about doing stream
continue
points.
to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep up with all of that.
Tonight it's on to week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do all of that. I can't believe I lost to bro. Man, he 3-6.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
In the league game, we on conservative. And we come out running the ball. Actually, let's set these audibles. I can't believe I made a rule against my own self, for real. Put that in, and then yeah, keep that there. It'll come out like that. Why am I running the ball? He got Nick Bosa. Cause we're gonna establish the run. That's why. It's true. And Nick Bosa has his X Factor on. Oh my goodness, bro.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The first play of the drive lost.
Somebody.
Now they'll look to move it forward here.
Slide the line that way. Alright, cool.
The play fake. Here's Wilson.
Hey, that's a touchdown, bro. That is a touchdown.
The intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Let's get this first. That's a touchdown. I'm not even gonna play with bro. He finna blitz me. Okay, so we're getting out of this. Cause what you not finna do. Yeah, you ain't finna do that. That's not what's gonna happen.
I might curl up in the fetal position. I don't think he's gonna do that.
And that's why we adjust.
Down the left
Touchdown.
sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Olave, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players.
2 plays in a
like
row.
a well-designed play to get one
Alright, now that Nick Bosa's X Factor is off.
A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there.
Play a
Tried to
little bit
deny an
now.
open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him.
Man,
as this game moves on.
man.
He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him.
Carolina team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get it down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Card out a throw.
That's on me. That's on me.
It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I'm screaming. You playing the online game? You playing champions or you playing head-to-head season?
It's on that season.
Okay, okay. Man, I ain't played enough games consistently to even get there for real.
I started off good every time, make the playoffs, lose first game.
Damn. Do it really be switched like once you get to the playoffs?
I mean, a little bit, but then I just be losing just because of all the reasons.
Excuse me. That boy had to go reset the depth chart. Ward said that's crazy. You telling me?
That's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to
come
wonder
back to that.
if
Actually,
those coordinators
we got the same joint.
tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Chris, you gotta go get that, bro.
First down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes.
Not yet.
Them.
I'm working on it.
They were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way.
I usually like, if I got, depending on like how many traits I get in the league, I won't trait my receivers because it's easier to get them a trait than it is other positions.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now a first
Good
carry
block.
for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside
I'm
the
so
15.
glad I ain't got to be worried at 7 in the
11
morning.
yards and a Panther first down.
That's the time I normally got to be there.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook.
We hating that.
Pick out the plays that work
I
best for
quit.
you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra.
Zach.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Zach Wilson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on
Running up
target.
the scores,
And it's now 14-0.
If it ain't raining, you know it's gonna pour.
Out is the
If
kickoff
I
unit
need
as
to
they
come
run up
back
and
and
send
clip
this one
the
away.
foot, and then get sticky with that stick work.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the
It's
25-yard
already
line.
over if I kick first. Single back tight,
The
double.
Bears offense ready to go for their next
Left
drive.
open, nobody.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception.
That's a
given up
good
the
read,
score.
boy.
Now off to the
That was a good
races
read.
down the right side.
I was trying to get there.
Chicago. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike
That was
quickly
good.
here as they are in for
Bad
6.
difference on my part.
Extra point by Biscayne, up and good. And that'll make our score
Good
14-7.
for your good. I hate getting ball first in the game, bro.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I gotta kick first.
That's always my
This will be
option.
brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably
I
should
wish
have
they'd
opted for
bring
the
it back to where
touchback.
you actually pick like heads and tails during the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
That's my go-to
Come off
for
a
real.
victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Wins and losses always
Hey, this
factor
coach
into,
3
you
been
know,
good.
you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround.
This D-line
What is your
saving me.
injury situation? Are you
I gotta
losing
stop
key
backing
guys?
up so
And
far in
if
the
so,
pocket though.
how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready
so let's
before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a
4 for
Panther
7.
first down.
I know I
4
spent
for
a lot
7
of
is
time
not
talking about how tight
bad,
ends
but
in
it's
a lot
not
of
what
cases
I
now
wanted.
pumped up wide receivers.
Start
But
this
they're still
game.
big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
We're only in the first though.
Past the
So
35-yard line.
got some time to
Solid run
go.
on
Got
first
a
down,
ways to
gain
go.
of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook.
They
Now
both
2nd and
look
short.
ridiculous.
What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
98, 97, 98, something like that.
And strong running there as he's
Yeah.
across midfield. And down
I just
to
got Miles
49.
Garrett to
Give him
99.
15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
All right, let's see if Jaden trick really works. So you was in bunch tight end, but you flipped it, but the play stayed the same. Nope. I don't know how you did that though. It was like you flipped it, but it still stayed like how you originally. So I mean, yeah, the play stayed the same, but like the way that it was going stayed the same. Cause you had I forgot the name of the play. I'll look at it again. But D-Hop was on that. Yeah, D-Hop was on that deep post. But you flipped his side. And he stayed on that post, like going. Yeah, I just tried to flip it and it flipped to the other side.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing.
You still ain't leave yet?
As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That is bad, Ike. That's a bad throw, Ike. You gotta throw that as soon as you see it.
Well, this was a 14
yeah, I'm just so old.
Long ago, things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
100 yards is crazy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I got my eyes on what it is supposed to
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Lock it.
They use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Carr now on 1st down.
Screen.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Bears at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their
resilience, and you ain't
all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 734.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Carr gonna throw. He's gonna have the 1st down and inside.
I'm getting tired of the game there, boy. I'm supposed to be up at least 2 touchdowns.
40 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch,
lock
and then,
in,
of course,
buddy.
the run after
Buddy,
the catch ends
pal.
up in the end zone.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Because I don't miss 2 touchdowns. 2 wide
Tied
open
at
touchdowns.
14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
You sound like me.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's still of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it.
And Jaden's favorite play.
Didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old,
It's one of my go-tos.
Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Following the
I like to
incomplete
set up
pass, here they go
looking
again.
at
2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's
It's
Wilson,
going to
man.
wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Actually, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
On third down, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Right back to Cook for another completion. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Give him 10 there. Good enough
Give
for a
the
Panther
kid some
first down.
touches.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run again on first down. Cook muscles him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That boy say he got heart.
Bro, and he's kicking me after half. He's not even onside. He's just like,
You got to be playing a kid,
They
then.
run it again with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard
Okay, I got to
line.
get off
They'll
conservative.
get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Watch, the minute I do that, let me do that after I score.
Right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe
Hey,
change what they're doing on
in
the
a game
defensive
like
side
that, I
of
don't
the
blame
ball.
them.
But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at him and right up the middle.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Mostert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
All right, play good defense. All right, get a stop. Take it to the half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. And now the ball's out.
They just scream at them boys.
This ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Do we spin them, coach?
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. In motion right comes Allen. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that's Elliott, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Carr.
Let's go. With the pick before halftime. And
his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I'm screaming. Man, that's how I be feeling.
So the ball down to the 16 here for
Cover
1st and
3.
10.
Hold on, bud.
Wilson going to change things up here.
He switched his. No, he didn't switch his defense. He just switched the side.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
That's a dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown Panthers.
That's a
Chris
dart.
Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Oh, facts. You ain't playing 4-minute quarters.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line.
Yeah, Bobby, so candy.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Sweet. I got that. Man, I'm not. I couldn't eat it like I used to when I was a kid.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Going deep here for Allen.
Oh,
he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel
okay,
that
look at my boy
right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was a disguise. That was a
Just kept buying time to his
disguise.
right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Joe.
What?
Rifles one, and it's gonna be
EA.
intercepted.
Ryan Neal is not catching that.
And
He
will
tall
take it
though, so
across
I give him
midfield and down to the 45.
That man. Yeah, but I'm throwing the DJ Charter.
On 1st down, Carr. And for the 4th time
This man
tonight,
missed
it's
the
an
whole
interception.
touchdown.
Carlton Davis picks it.
Ooh, Khalil mad.
Down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles,
My
for
boy
this
missed the
offense,
whole
those interception
touchdown.
woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
I know
So
one
they'll
thing.
get another
Christopher
shot
Fulton
on
better have
offense
a
following that
trait
pick
game after
6.
this.
And now the kick is away.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got
this
Christopher
will be a
Fulton,
touchback, so
TR
they'll bring it
Elon.
out to the 25.
Yep.
I swear, if he's able to play a healthy season this year.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final
I'm
chance to
screaming.
get out of
That's
this
funny.
situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Is there a
In
Fulton
addition,
County
they need
in
to save as
Tennessee?
much time so they can
Oh, you
get
don't
2
know.
more possessions.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again
I
for the
I know it's one in
25 on
Atlanta.
2nd and 10.
But
To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this to his
Probably,
tight end.
I'm not
That's
sure.
Fardu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I don't get around too much
That'll
here
leave them with a
to find
3rd and
out.
2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears.
How far you got to drive to
first
get back
down.
home?
Defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's not
That was a
the
route
worst.
run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Especially Birmingham, Montgomery,
A first down carry by Elliott.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Tackle
I
Khalil
got
Mack.
family that stay out in
Another
Montgomery.
modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the
Hey,
ball.
bro, how you get beat off the ball like
Catch
that?
is made. Touchdown Bears. Christian Kirk.
No, that is
Two catches,
Christian
2
Kirk.
touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Vizcaino for the PAT.
That boy said, I'm the Lord King.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
I'm still perfecting mine, but it's pretty good though.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
Way to tap your feet,
and he'll
my
be
boy.
out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right
I love
there,
the
and
toe
this is where, as an
tackle.
offense, you can really put the
My
hammer
boy
down. You've
wide
got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Let's do like that. The pull of safety.
Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Oso Digizawa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic
This is
pressure
blitz.
towards the quarterback.
That's not a blitz. What?
Intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Zach, you're selling me. Zach, you're selling me.
So a potential momentum shifter there. Working with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
That's 3
I would
picks.
agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Thank you, Miles Garrett.
He's taken down.
Somebody showed up today.
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Don't throw that.
This one out for Kirk. Oh, no, it's incomplete.
Minka back up for a reason, my boy.
But somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up.
That's a good throw, though.
Here
Can't be
comes
mad
the
at
Bears
that.
punter now.
I'd have tried it
As he
myself.
should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into
Hey,
the end
Zach
zone
Wilson
now
is
for a
up, bro.
touchback.
Throw the ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Is they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
You're just mad.
what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go
What? Why is he shedding you?
another team, and their drive and will to
Come
back
on,
and
man.
win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Y'all letting these boys shed y'all. Come on, bro. Chill out.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch led to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers,
Are you screaming at me this play, sir?
People missing the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Wilson. Flushed.
Nick freaking Bosa, bro. I will take it. I will take that. And go back to that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
He got his zone drops at the hill. Like, good grief.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
He literally dropping all his people in cover. This. Can y'all double team him, please?
Works his way in for the stop and the
loss. Like, it's a rush through, but he like literally like dropping his foot in coverage. Like, he dropping them foot. It's kind of crazy.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Coming across the formation and making the catch is charged.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'll switch sides. I don't like running to Nick Bosa's side. We will not run to Nick Bosa's side. I respect him too much for that. No cap.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And he still got off the block. Good grief, bro. Why are you such a menace?
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this
No,
passing
this
game.
is Nick
They have
Bosa.
been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. They'll try and pick up another 1st down.
Lord.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lifeline. What is this? I kind of like that.
To throw is Wilson.
Hey, how is my superstar right guard, left guard, getting beat?
Step on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Gee whiz, dude. Like, block your man.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Our folks love cover 3 so
It's a little
much.
bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Panthers on 3rd
Why?
down. A perfect 4
Is
for
what I'm
4
trying to
thus far.
understand.
This will be 3rd and 15.
I mean, it does for a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, why?
Here's Wilson. That is caught.
I mean, that makes sense.
First down as the
Cover
tackle's
4
made
little
here at the
guards.
Bears 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Got some holes in there, but you know, what defense doesn't?
Play action. It's
Got him
Wilson.
to commit, coach. I'm throwing that too late. I'm making Ryan Neal look like he a god, bro.
Right back in this football game.
I didn't even freeform that either. That's the bad part. I'm throwing this man the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up.
Yeah, I should have at least put 40 this game. I'm just playing bad.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Finding Allen. Almost not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's got Elliott, and he is going to have the Bears 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Like, TR is faster
They're down, but not quite
There's no
out.
way we should
So
be
you have to
getting
figure,
beat.
with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Carr. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be out of
Stop
bounds
plays.
across the 30-yard line. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
694.
Carr to throw.
What? Are you still doing that? Oh my, that's what?
It looks like right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here.
We gotta do better as a community people.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case.
We gotta do better, bro.
Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finding Elliott for the catch on the
Because these
outright.
passes are
I
ridiculous.
could see what they were trying to do there, but
I
unfortunately,
can't
the
talk.
back ran
I had a
into
bad
him.
game,
Too close to
but
the
these
sideline.
reads he
And for
making is,
defenders, we're
oh my
often taught,
goodness.
11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
White Monday now.
Throwing his Carr. Steps away.
Of course he's not throwing that, my boy. Are you crazy? You don't see me running that?
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence, actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rolling to his left.
That man is playing. I know what he's doing. He's playing a cover 4 high.
Back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they
So
decide
what
to
needs to
force the
happen
issue.
is
Let's send the
that
game
needs to
off this.
happen like that. And then that'll make this come open. Because that'll do like that. Split him out wide like that. Boom. I think I got my play.
Wilson.
shit, we still, I don't know what's going on with our line today.
Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second
My
of their
O-line is
timeouts
trash.
as the clock will stop
Like,
with
these
just
boys
under
ain't blocking
30
to save
seconds
life.
left to go. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Hey, you caught that?
Field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
We finna scream at him. Yeah, I'm winning. But
here's 1st and 10.
But still.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's screaming,
Hit as he throws there,
He ain't giving me no
incomplete.
time to do no bull
We've
crap.
talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up
We played
losing
terrible.
a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.